On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Eel.
A type of elongated, snake-like fish that lives in freshwater or saltwater and has a slimy, scaleless body and no pelvic fins.
Examples:
Glass eel, electric eel. The fisherman caught a slippery eel while out on the lake.
Testicle.
One of the two oval-shaped organs in men that produce sperm and testosterone. In animals, the equivalent organ responsible for producing sperm and often also regulating testosterone levels.
Examples:
Testicle injury, swollen testicles. The athlete was hit in the testicle during the game and had to be removed.
Dissection.
The act or process of cutting up or dividing something to examine it.
Examples:
Dissection process, dissection specimen. The dissection of the frog revealed its internal anatomy.
Devoid.
Completely lacking or free from something.
Examples:
Devoid of life, air devoid of pollution. The room was devoid of any furniture or decorations.
Naturalism.
A philosophical belief that everything, including human behavior and cognition, can be explained solely by natural causes and laws.
Examples:
Naturalism in literature, philosophical naturalism. The scientific method is often seen as an embodiment of naturalism, as it seeks to understand the natural world through observation and experimentation.
Spontaneously.
In a way that is natural, not planned or forced, and often sudden.
Examples:
Recover spontaneously after 5 days. This shift occurs spontaneously. The electrical cord spontaneously combusted.
Scraping.
The act of removing a thin layer of material from a surface, often to clean or smooth it. A sound or sensation that is produced by something being removed or rubbed against another surface. Of computer technology, the automated extraction or collection of data from websites.
Examples:
Scraping tools, metal scraping. The scraping sound coming from the engine made us worry about the car's condition.
Hatch.
To cause an egg to break to allow a young animal to come out, to produce and expand something that is in an early stage.
Examples:
Hatch a plan, hatch a baby chick. The eggs began to hatch, and the small chicks emerged.
Rooftop.
The upper surface or cover of a building's roof, often used for recreational or other purposes.
Examples:
Rooftop live, rooftop deck. They held the dinner party on the rooftop terrace enjoying the beautiful view of the city.
Gill.
A respiratory organ of fish and some other aquatic animals that extracts dissolved oxygen from water and excretes carbon dioxide.
Examples:
Gill slits, gill apparatus. The fish's gills are necessary for extracting oxygen from the water.
Beetle.
An insect having a hard shell-like back covering its wings.
Examples:
Beetle browse, a beetle larva. In ancient civilizations, the scarab beetle was worshipped as a sacred creature.
Slippery.
Difficult to hold firmly or stand on because it is wet or smooth, not to be trusted.
Examples:
A slippery customer, slippery ice. How extraordinarily slippery a liar the camera is.
Rethink.
To consider again a plan, idea, etc., especially to change it.
Examples:
Rethink a marketing plan. Rethink the role of the manager. We have to rethink our company's product lineup for further growth.
Larva.
The immature free-living form of insect or an animal, which at hatching from the egg, is fundamentally unlike its parent and must metamorphose.
Examples:
Larva of a butterfly, a moth larva. The butterfly emerged from its larva stage.
Leptocephalus.
A transparent and ribbon-like larval stage of some eel species, characterized by its flat and elongated body shape.
Examples:
Leptocephalus larvae, leptocephalus migration. The leptocephalus stage of the eel's life cycle is when they appear as transparent, leaf-like larvae in the ocean.
Minuscule.
Extremely small, tiny.
Examples:
Minuscule amount, minuscule letters. This or emits minuscule quantities of radiation.
Elver.
A young eel, especially one that has recently migrated from the sea to a freshwater environment.
Examples:
Elver migration, Elver run. The fishermen set out their nets to catch the elusive elver that swam upstream.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Saltiness.
The quality or state of being salty.
Examples:
The taste of saltiness. Enhance the saltiness. She tasted the dish and detected a slight saltiness.
Cyclone.
A violent, rotating windstorm that forms over tropical waters and can cause extensive damage to coastal regions, also known as a hurricane or typhoon, depending on the region in which it occurs.
Examples:
Cyclone warning. Devastating cyclone. The cyclone's strong winds and rough seas severely impacted the fishing industry.
Brackish.
Having a slightly salty or briny taste, somewhat salty, often with a mixture of fresh and salt water.
Examples:
Brackish environment. Brackish marsh. The brackish water in the estuary was home to various unique marine species.
Swell.
To become larger or more inflated, to become more intense or important.
Examples:
Swell at room temperature. Swell a population. His arm was swelling from the insect bite.
Salinity.
The presence or amount of salt in a substance, especially in water or soil, the measure of the concentration of dissolved salts in a liquid.
Examples:
Marine salinity. Salinity intrusion. The salinity levels in the ocean have been increasing due to climate change.
Predator.
An animal whose natural behavior is to prey on others.
Examples:
Apex predator. Sexual predators. The native South American animals were in danger because of the predator's arrival.
Opaque.
Not transparent, not allowing light to pass through, not permitting a clear view.
Examples:
Opaque material. Opaque color. The curtains were made of opaque fabric that blocked out all light.
Omnivore.
A type of animal that eats both plants and animals as part of their diet, a metaphorical term used to describe a person who has wide-ranging interests or can appreciate and enjoy a variety of things.
Examples:
Omnivore diet. Omnivore preference. Gorillas are technically considered omnivores because they occasionally consume insects and small animals.
Deduce.
To arrive at an answer, a conclusion, or a decision by reasoning.
Examples:
Deduce facts from the evidence. Deduce the meaning of a word. The researcher deduced the momentum of the particles from meteoritic velocities.
Unthinkable.
Too unlikely or shocking to imagine or accept.
Examples:
An unthinkable coincidence. In unthinkable trouble. That accident was something unthinkable with my long experience.
Oceanography.
The scientific study of oceans and other bodies of saltwater, including their physical, chemical, and biological characteristics, as well as their interactions with the atmosphere and land.
Examples:
Oceanography data. Oceanography expedition. The Oceanography Research Center is dedicated to studying the impacts of climate change on the ocean's ecosystem.
Trawl.
To fish by dragging a net, often along the bottom of the ocean or river, to search or examine something thoroughly, often looking for a specific item or information.
Examples:
Trawl the internet for free music. Trawl for fish. The fisherman used a net to trawl the bottom of the river for his catch.
Flurry.
A sudden and brief burst of activity or emotion, a light snowfall with gusty winds and swirling snowflakes, a rapid or disorganized movement of small objects, such as leaves or petals.
Examples:
Flurry of activity. Flurry of emails. A flurry of snowflakes fell from the sky as we stepped outside.
Fertilization.
The process of joining a sperm and an egg to produce an embryo.
Examples:
Fertilization process. Artificial fertilization. The fertilization of the soil allowed for a bountiful harvest.
Fertilize.
To cause an egg, female animal, or plant to develop by joining sperm from the male with them, to add a natural or chemical substance to land to make plants grow well.
Examples:
Fertilize the soil. Fertilize the female egg. The couple decided to use the non-husband's sperm to fertilize a wife.
Tangle.
A confused mass of something twisted together.
Examples:
In a tangle. Tangle wires. The cords behind my computer were a tangled mess.
Seaweed.
A plant that grows in the sea or on land very close to the sea, especially marine algae.
Examples:
Floating seaweed. Seaweed broth. She soaked seaweed in water until tender.